11
Welcome
channels right there.
to Role Play Cafe. It is August 5th. Promise you, it is August 5th. We have not changed our clothes in 3 days. Dell's living in his car, so he'll be okay. Don't worry about him. He's living in his car.
Yeah, I got a window for drive-through.
Fortunately, he can keep his phone charged in the lighter, in the old USB plug in there in that car.
Yeah, got heat and air. Really living it up.
There we go. And he can just drive up to get his dinner.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got a window for the drive-through, baby. I'm set.
All right, it is RPG A Day 2022, August 5th. And this question, Dell, is why will they like this game?
Why will they like this game? Now, I heard Anthony say it was the conversational thread of topics. Now, from that, I didn't do number one. So I'm assuming that we would be referencing back to day one. Which I know you
this
did.
is all about who, what, where, when, why, and how. So who would you introduce? What would you use to introduce them? Were you first introduced?
Yeah.
Where would you host that game? You said online. And now why will they like this game that you're going to run online with the right?
Well, I have a tendency, in all honesty, I thought your suggestions about AIA and IDW were along the same lines that I would follow as far as a themed, a system that I would follow, which I think suits itself well, is what I'm getting at, to online play.
Yeah, simple.
Because there's a Yes.
And all you need is one die six. Everybody has a die six, even if they don't role play.
It facilitates more narrative flow and conversational flow back and forth. And as far as anybody who loves to watch actual plays, being AP, it's really an easy watch, easy listen to.
Sure.
So that's in large part the simplicity of it, especially if you're introducing a new game. The simplicity of it, the hope and awareness and awakening of that improvisational narrative flow that you have to have back and forth between players on the table across virtual, the virtual landscape, the screens. That to me is really why I believe that somebody would like to sit down and play. To me, it's what gets me, and I have to only speak from my personal point of view. When you're not using maps and minis, especially, and you're not measuring things out and loving the tactical aspect of games, this what we're doing online, and I know we're not using Roll20, and I don't mean to bag on and on about that, but in the Zoom, as we are right now, and the way we play, you really have to have an interface where it's really more narrative driven to be really enjoyable from that aspect of especially watching it. Right. And I know I'm going over long, which it's hard for me to describe basically.
Well, you did a good job. You said they would like it because it would be simple and it would be narrative and it would be it wouldn't have a lot of flow. Yeah, you did a pretty good job.
Well, it's a flow between players and whoever's facilitating the game. It's a natural interface, the online interface, for that. Yeah. To me, so yeah, maybe I'm off a little bit of like that, but that's enjoyable to me, and I can only speak for what I enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I would agree with that. I would say one reason I think they'd like it is one, they are comfortable. They're at home. They're in their den with their laptop or their phone. They're in their car like you. They're in their kitchen. They're in they're like me. I'm in my man cave den, so they're going to be comfortable. They don't have to worry about, again, if we're going with the theme that we're introducing people to this, they'll have a level of comfort, right? In that sense, you can see everybody's face, right? If we use something like Zoom, we're not asking them to interface with anything other than talking to their camera. Pretty simple to do.
Which I love that because you can read each other's
and
face.
Then I would have the PDF. They would be able to go to Drive Through RPG and download that free PDF We wouldn't be breaking any rules or laws. We wouldn't be stealing anybody's royalties for their game. They can all go get IDW. And then all they need to do is find their family-friendly board game like Life or Monopoly or their poker dice, whatever they might have. All they need to play with us in IDW is a D6. All they have to do is talk about who they are, talk about what they're doing, listen to what the GM who's facilitating the game has to say, and then every once in a while the GM's going to say, "Wow, Joe, you're in a fist fight with this angry bartender. Make a brawn roll. Roll above your brawn. Well, my brawn's a 3. Great. Just roll 3 or better, Joe, and you'll punch him in the nose." It's so simple. That's why they're going to like it. That's why they're going to have fun, because it's going to be very simple, very natural.
Very lean.
Yeah, no one's going to expect you to act. No one's going to expect you to know some heavy rules. No one's going to expect you to be, anything that you aren't, right? As you find
but everybody's
your way.
focused on the talking heads that are on the screen, and you can read people's facial expressions and really get the impact of the character that they're emoting.
Yep.
And that, to me, and you can play off of that. So it's more immediate in that respect, that you're watching everyone playing characters and being there, which this simple system of IAI and IDW facilitates, as well as any other, so that's pretty much it in the way we play in the online.
Yeah, there won't
Zoom
be any flip to page 152, guys. Let's look up that combat here. There won't be any rules talk. There won't be any. Just grab your dice 6 and roll above your brawn, Dell.
Yeah, so they're not loaded down with a mechanical weight that will inhibit them to just from just playing a character.
Right.
So they can really just focus in on that character, focus in on their comrades they see across the screen, and the little the talking heads, each one, and then just play off of that. And it's really a thrill and joy for me, especially when you're introducing somebody to it, that they can just go, listen, because everything, I'm telling you, people, I've shied away from games that were thick. DCC, I shied away from that thing for like 3 years before I picked it up.
Yeah.
And I discovered what it was. Oh, this is simple. It's just filled with,
tables, lots of tables.
So it wasn't, I wasn't scared of it.
Yeah.
But see, whenever you have that bulk, and if it's very tactical, especially somebody new, it's going to be a climb and a hindrance from them being able to just embody their character and play IC, which is very liberating.
Right.
To me, that's the joy of it. That's why they would enjoy it.
Right.
Coming back around full circle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
To make it short, even longer. That's what it is.
That is.
So anyways.
That is August 5th, RPG a Day 2022. Everything Dell said
could have been said simpler. All right, folks.
Now listen, just so people know, why do we have to run simple games with one die and no rules? Because Dell and I can't shut up. You wouldn't get anything. You wouldn't get a heavy, intense rule set done at our table, right? Because we're always narrating something, right? We're always talking.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the truth. That's the gospel, baby.
Yeah, listen, if you're shy and bashful, this is you got to shake that. You got to shake that, right?
It's not going to work out too well for you.
You can't hide behind mechanical complex games, right, at our table.
Yeah, you just got to let it all hang out.
Say goodbye, Dale. They're tired of listening to you.
All right, goodbye, Dale.